morning.
Good morning. Wow, what a Sunday it was. And I have to tell you, Biden, thank you, BP, Violetta, JW, Janice, Maggie, Connie, McTangy, Alexis, B. Bridges, Cindy Faust, Justice Warrior.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Connie
you,
Fry,
everyone.
Nathanji, Janice
Vivi.
JW, Yvette.
That Vivi is making such a nice noise for us.
Krusty Snapper, Sonia. Welcome, everyone. Kelly Bach,
Ah,
Craig Dixon.
and I
Group
have
66.
to tell you, hello, groups. I turned down.
And you have it teed up for Saturday?
And not yet.
Okay.
And I have to tell you what relax it was on me. I was not complaining about this too much, but so many viewers were writing emails to me and complaining that I'm the only psychic who is not on Biden's, not telling them that Biden is going to win. And they were so upset with me. And some were upset opposite way, that I'm not saying enough about Biden's health issues and how he is. It stopped. I don't have any. Well, some people wrote that, thank you for being the only one who was predicting this. So I was preparing people. But it was so hard on me. I was telling Cheryl, don't ask me about Biden, because I knew I can't tell you. And, and people
Without getting backlash.
Yeah. And she was on my back too.
Well, I was on your back in that I just checked out. I don't watch any news anymore, any TV news anymore. And for me, I supported Biden until he chose to step down.
Yeah, and
so that's where it ends.
I was not pushing him. I pray for him to make that decision, and everyone did. Thank you very much, and it worked. And when I was asked you asked on the last video, Wednesday, how is Biden doing? And I said he's drowning and he doesn't want to catch the rope.
But it was so funny this morning. I mean, Trump's been tweeting all night. And so now the GOP are attacking that if Biden isn't up to going into the election to run again, therefore he should step down as president, because they know now he can spend his time as being president. His energies can go towards that. And Kamala can put her energies. But they wanted, what was your answer when we talked about that this morning?
Well, I'm afraid that she will be challenged. There will be someone who will challenge her. Mm-hmm. And the biker that I saw, it's not over yet with him.
Yeah, and so go and explain that vision.
Well, first I saw the car that was broken and they changed the steering wheel. That's happened on the debate. Then the second part was that the biker jumped on the bicycle and was riding. The bicycle was from war era with the seat.
The sidecar
empty. So no baggage, nothing there, no passenger. And the guy had leather skin jacket. That's the one that they were wearing after the war, during the war, after the war. My grandfather had one of those jackets, heavy like hell, and very tough, and they were made out of pigskin. I didn't mention that detail, but it will be someone who will be very much like a biker, like a tough guy, like a crazy, because he will jump on the motorbike. And the last vision was that I saw him fighting with Kamala in Open 10. Well, not Kamala. I saw him fighting with Lioness,
yes.
And I said, that's probably Kamala. He killed the lioness, and he put his skin fur on his shoulders as symbol of trophy. So, and he was walking with it. So maybe that will be the one who will be nominated. That's just still in the progress. I don't know, but I feel like I have those visions for a reason. I have to be brave enough to share them with you. Even I can tell you, you are the worst psychic. Everyone else is saying that Biden will win. They are promising us that Biden will win, and you don't like him. No, I didn't have anything against Biden. I admire him as a human being. But I was saying what I was saying.
He's going to come out as one of the best presidents
He
they've
will
ever
be
had.
in the history appreciated so much. But
It's a shame that he had to go through all this. But
everything is for a reason. And
yeah, I always write you that. All is well and as it should be, and everything is for a reason.
We have to be patient, and it will be a tough time ahead of us. It will be turmoil, and Obama is not on cameras, not yet, and Pelosi, so they might be choosing someone like Newsom.
Maybe they don't want to enter really quick with their opinions.
They might not, so we have to let them to decide.
It's going to be so
we can say right away, so many people signed it up. Or maybe resign it because
it'd be nice to get you to 40,000 and then 50,000.
Yeah,
viewers,
but it was a lot of people who were getting out of my channel because I was not delivering the message that everyone else was delivering, and at least thank you so much for putting up with me.
Yeah, she's really difficult to put up with, I'll tell you. Do you want to get your cards out?
Okay. Well, don't say that I'm easy. I never was easy. I'm always saying, girl can
I looked at this.
My husband, yes. You can hide this part, and you can. My husband. I was at work, and
actually, he's an excellent caricaturist. But he wrote down, about Trump. Trump wins the Republican nomination. J.D. Vance will be vice president, and the look on his face.
Yeah.
And then he has a little note underneath.
And I don't want to read that now. There are 3 letters. What?
Yeah, WTF. But it is so funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a nice new day, and the majority, what was it yesterday, 58 million collected for Kamala after it was announced, and it's mostly grassroots, they said.
And that's what's great. And she has all the money that Biden and her collected, so she has the power with the money. So if she is not going to be president, she will be vice president for sure.
What is interesting about her, though, is they never, from what I had seen before when I still watched the news, they didn't have many of her speeches.
No, we were talking about
she really has been promoting, about women, etc. But she's gone to some really, really great rallies and defended their record and talked about women's rights. And they don't show that part. All they concentrated on was Biden, not even Trump, which just angered me, which is why I quit watching.
And you asked me why they are not letting her to bloom. There was a question that you asked.
Yeah.
And I said, because they don't want her to be taller than Biden.
But now it's her time.
Now it's her time, and we can see her everywhere in the ice cream with the grandchildren. And
so she will hopefully bring out the women's vote. And will she bring out the youth vote?
Well, today you didn't watch.
No, I don't watch.
She was surrounded in front of White House by the sports.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the little snippet on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So she is already
She's taking his place
promoted by with the young voters. Okay, that's a good question. Would she be supported by young? 3 girls.
2, 3. Yeah, because she was taking Biden's place because he's isolated from COVID.
Oh yeah, there will be like wasps coming. So I'm not saying that there will be a lot of coming good choices she will be making. A lot of people will get out of the cave. There will be more for her. But she's a black woman, as you said. America is not ready for a black woman. I have to say it because I know that that's true.
Yeah, she's
and she's a woman and black.
Yeah.
So that
isn't that terrible? Look at all the justices or the judges that are taking down Trump who are black women. Now
he's afraid of black ladies. Oh,
now, does Kamala and Trump have a past life together?
Oh boy, that's.
You're sorry you invited me.
No, I'm not so. I'm for the challenge. Three cards.
1, 2, 3.
I'm just answering. Sorry that you invited me. Kamala was a judge in a previous life as well.
And what was his role?
Well, he was a criminal. He was outlaw.
So it's deja vu again for him.
But she is now a woman to punch him even more. She was not able to fulfill her job that time. Surprise this time. Yeah, she was more like outsider. They didn't let her to win, to go after him the previous lifetime.
Was she female during that lifetime?
No, she was a male judge. Come on, that was impossible for a woman to be a judge. But she was on another side of the border. So it was somewhere where it was the border. He ran away probably from the law to another country.
So,
and that boy was having problems with him as an old lady. The one who
the one who was the assassination attempt.
Yeah.
He had a past life with that person.
And Trump has a problem with sharks.
Yeah, well, tell the story. I mean, he always talks about the sharks because
he was when Eugene Carroll was a slave, black slave, who led the slaves out from the
hold in the ship. Trump at that lifetime, plus many of the people around him, were capturing the slaves to bring over to America as slaves, or capturing Africans to bring over as slaves. And she was a very pretty
black
lady.
And was his private slave. So this was the reason she was not able to tell him no in that store. But she did the same thing, opened the gate.
She got him drunk, which is why he doesn't drink this lifetime.
No, he was drinking on his own.
Yeah,
and that she just he's not drinking. I'm not drinking. I was a sailor as well, drunk sailor, and they put me in the potato bag. So don't do something that you don't want to be punished this lifetime. And they drop him in the ocean with the sharks. He was eaten by sharks.
And he talks about sharks. He would take anything over a shark.
And even Stormy Daniels was saying about that too, that he was talking about sharks. So he has obsession about sharks. He don't understand that, but that's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Melania gave him such a warm kiss.
He went in for the lips. Turned her head.
What a wonderful wife. She is so happy for him.
How much was she paid to do that?
She was paid.
Yeah.
But the only child that was not on the rally was Baron, and he's adult now.
But they brought in his granddaughter, Don Jr.'s.
Yeah, but not Baron.
No, she wouldn't have that.
She is still very powerful behind the scene, Melania.
Now, why does he need her approval so much, Melania?
Well, it's like in a marriage. I like your approval. Everyone is in this. Well, no, we are not in marriage. Come on, no. I have husband, and I like my husband's approval. And so it is that people who are living with others like the approval.
But I mean, usually he just gets rid of
And
them.
she is, he doesn't want to divorce her because it will be another scandal. Some dirty laundry will come out. So he don't want to get through the divorce. And that will be the reason that he is not divorcing her, paying her as much as possible and supporting her, beautiful hair. No woman, there is so many thousands, millions of ladies with long hair, and they don't have the hairdresser who will take the $1 million in a few years from the pockets. So it is something very iffy. And I did my hair yesterday on my own, and actually I was too long bleaching because that was the moment that he was announcing that he gave up, and I was texting everyone. Okay, ask the question.
There was one in here about because some of these you've answered in a different way.
And then now the question about Biden, that I saw the hunger like that. It was in July 10. I couldn't understand what that meant. It was open hunger. He will be not bringing those voters because it was most young voters will vote for Biden, and it was no open hunger. So things are making sense now after a long time.
So Maggie Zeal would like to know, will 45, Trump, step down before the elections in November due to heart problems?
He has to have heart. He doesn't have that instrument. Come on. He will have to have brain.
And if you are a strong Trump supporter, perhaps you're on the wrong channel.
But yeah, this is for entertainment only.
1,
With my tongue.
2, 3.
The question was,
Will he step down before the election in November due to heart problems?
No, he will be beat up. He might have other problems, but not that. He will still feel strong and walking like old dog now, because they were laughing at Biden, and now when he's walking like old person as well. I'm walking like old dog too.
Is Kamala now going to start to attack his age?
She should.
Yeah, she should.
And I hope she is not wearing gloves, boxing gloves. She should be attacking because, and I thought, well, he can't at least attack her about her beauty because she is beautiful. But he will be doing some nasty comments like about bleeding, weight, but she's slim, she has perfect weight. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Or he will be even attacking her husband. Take my word for it. That he is not controlling her, but he can't control his wife. Gosh.
I bet he doesn't have a prenup that makes him attend events.
He will be pulling dirty laundry about her ex-boyfriends, about her job, and about lovers even.
Well, she can counter all those. So he won't be stepping down. Now, you saw 2 red buttons about the Marchand case, or about the case.
Yeah.
The one red button could be the July 11th sentencing of Trump for the 34 felonies being made now September the 18th. Is that the second red button? Is he going to delay it?
Again, okay, 3 cards.
Or will he sentence Trump on the 18th of September?
3 cards.
1.
Oh, this one jumped out, so I have
2, 3. What's your 3 then?
Wood temperature is rising. I'm looking at the thermometer. So people want this to be done. And it's boiling. Like, yes, the whole family of Republicans will watch this. Yeah, the Marchand will be keeping his balance, but he will go for the security of the country. He will go for the verdict.
So he will announce it. Then Trump appeals it.
Yeah, and it
Then it
will go
goes-
to the
And then it goes to
court in
Sotomayor for New York. And she's a justice who wrote that after
in
the
Supreme
judgment.
Court.
Yeah, she wrote about that no one is above the law.
And this is the prediction from Cheryl that she's going to say no.
Well,
I'm
they
not taking
had already said that the GOP would like to get in there to change her out of the Supreme Court because they want all the cases dropped.
But we will see if she will be able to stand up to her peers. They might want to say it. They might have something to say it. So there will be, I said, before it will be better, it will be worse. Keep your boat, be buckle up, popcorn, and don't worry about things you don't have control over.
Good advice for you too.
For me. Yes, I can give advices. Richard said the same thing. You can give advices to everyone. You can heal people. You are not healing yourself. Is there a doctor? No. Is there a doctor that can help him? No. So he is on my agenda all the time.
Teresa Bullock's commenting that she has
Thank you.
has to resubscribe over and over again.
Well, because they were removing so many, and they were removing so many comments. Gosh, I couldn't believe it, but it was not that the one that you were seeing. They were sending them right away to the comments to be removed.
Yeah, and Group 66 said that too. She just wrote here that she's tried to respond, but YouTube erased my comments, and I always write nicely.
No, it
So
doesn't.
there's some things going on in the background.
I had comments about happy anniversary once. That was many years ago, and so many people were wishing me happy anniversary. It was 41st anniversary, and there was about 200 in the storage for back.
So they took them off.
Oh, they cleaning up. Most of the time they don't let them to be rich on the.
Well, I know sometimes I take screen
And
snaps
she
of
sent me
the comments and I send them to her to respond to perhaps. And when you look in yours, you don't have them on yours.
No, and I was
They're on my
showing-
feed, but not yours.
And the same with Brooke. Thank you so much, Brooke, for your timestamps. And she's now sending. I sent you timestamps, and she's sending Snap to prove it, because I will be looking, and there was no stamps, and they were in the garbage.
Suzanne Borneman is asking, do you see any weather disasters on election day in November?
Oh. We have so many fires in Alberta now. Gosh.
We're starting to get smoke here. One, two, three.
There will be somewhere a storm. I see wipes working so hard and this wet snow. So somewhere in the north, probably south of USA, there will be some wet snow. Strong surprise. But people will make the decision. So if you can send the letters in advance 1 month before, then Joy, Laugh, or whatever his name is, wouldn't be able to take them out.
DeJoy,
The
the postmaster,
Lovejoy.
Lovejoy. Yeah, right.
Everyone knows who I'm talking about.
Pam Pierce is asking, why do we call mixed race people black? she was proud of being called African American.
When I said that I don't see her being black, people were attacking me too.
Yeah. And what's nice is that the new generation of kids.
And she's proud of that.
Yeah,
she's
she
saying,
is.
Because her mom was black
Indian.
and from India, and her father was black.
But, so you respond to how they like to be called. But there's also the children now are around so many multi-generational, and you ask them about anybody, they love to see the colors around them. They don't see any difference in them. And that's where we're going to, and that's where we should be learning from. There is no difference.
And in Canada, one of the first lessons when I came to Canada, friends were giving me lessons, and they were, telling me, never talk about religion when you are going for a new place to work. No one can ask you about your religion. I thought, oh, that's good, because in Poland we never talk about this, but in England that was the first question on the resume. And then don't talk about race. So that was good. I thought, well, that's so fair. But then that time we had only 2 black ladies working in the mall where I was working, and I thought, there are no black-skinned people. But that was 37 years ago.
We have a lot of immigrants now.
Now,
but I just have to laugh because, every once in a while, I was talking to somebody recently and I said, why did you move? What was my next door neighbor? Why did you choose Red Deer? Well, they had family in Red Deer. They're from the Philippines.
Oh, and they are very close.
And I said, most people that I talked to before, because I was involved with the Immigrant Serving Agency, arranging their conferences. But anyways, it was interesting because I said, many that I've talked to, when they got off the plane in Calgary and drove to Red Deer, they cried because it's farmland, it's vacant, and they cried because they were going to nowhere. And he said the same.
I came to Red Deer with only 44,000 people, or 40.
I moved here when there were 62,000.
And we were all living in one apartment building, 3 buildings apartments. So it was like a Polish colony. Everyone knew about everyone. And I didn't like that. We were the first one we came last, and we were the first one that moved out from that crowded place. I said, I don't like the gossips.
Now it's nice, crisscross. Thank you for the comment. Your comment about past life with Trump. President Kamala.
Oh yes, thank you. What a nice name. She has Kamala Mama. By his children, they call her Kamala Mama.
Now, because of Project 2025 and Vance being chosen, is it going to cause him problems that he is married to a woman of Indian descent and has children, mixed race children, when they're trying to stop that?
Well, he married her because she was working for Supreme Court.
Yeah, she worked for Kavanaugh and Roberts.
So she is
She's a lawyer.
And she's beautiful. Would that cause him problems?
1, 2, 3.
Bell and cross. Don't hit the bell because there will be noise. So there will be something that they will try to avoid talking about this subject. Yeah. Protecting that subject. That is not easy journey for him. And yeah, it was, he knew that when he was dating her, why he is dating her. So it was his choice to date her. I don't think she is happy in the marriage. She looks like she wants to please him, and he was kind of ignoring her on the stage. And she was looking at him like, you are my God.
Will he try to replace her with a model?
Behind the scene, he might have some dirty laundry one day.
Are you going to ask that? Does he have somebody behind the scenes?
Yeah. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
We have to finish because I have someone coming. Is he going to Usha? Usha, that's her name.
Mm-hmm.
to replace her. Not to replace her, no. But to have more toys, he would like to.
Well,
He would be making
she's
choices.
third marriage, I thought.
It is his third?
I thought I'd read that. If somebody knows that, because I thought it was his third marriage.
Part-time jobs on the side. And he will postpone to make that decision to replace her, but he will be another alpha guy that would feel that he can chase the bushes. We will see if I'm correct. I don't think he does that. He looks like an angel.
And last question.
Not that I'm judging. My husband was very good looking, and when the second time I started dating him, I knew that he would be faithful. But the first time I thought, there will be so many girls after you. So we just dated for 10 days. I went to England.
But you had a life with him another time.
2 times.
There's a question here. So the last question before we go on to the draw, and the draw is for a complimentary half-hour reading gifted by Janet and Tom Burke. Anybody who put a comment into Saturday's video at the end will be eligible to get in on that draw. So here's one from Kathy McLaughlin. If Kamala does get nominated, will she pick a man or a woman for vice president?
She's already looking through the blinds, like in the office blinds. So she's already looking for, but male.
One,
male. She would like to.
2, 3.
If I'm correct, she will be after the astronaut from Arizona, Kelly. I don't remember his
Mark Kelly.
Mark Kelly. He will be wonderful as a spokesperson about guns because his wife was badly wounded when she was senator or house. I think she was a senator.
I can't remember that.
Or representative. But she was in the politics, she had the speech, and she was wounded a few times. So, and I thought, which one I would choose? I would choose him. Queen, sharing and love. That will be her, the queen, and she would like to share for security and for love. I believe she will go for a male.
So
they are not even showing any female on the list. Short list, there is 5 of the people that they are talking about.
So it says, as of yesterday, the majority of House Democrats, 153, and of this morning, most Senate Democrats, 32, and 12 of the nation's 23 Democratic governors are behind her. 2 key unions are behind her. And on board, and 4 state delegations to the Chicago Convention, New Hampshire, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee have already committed to her. And Nikki Haley's group has said that they would
switch to.
Yeah, that would really upset Trump.
Well, that would be great.
So anyways, we're going into, Violetta has a reading coming up.
At the store, and
we don't need any more.
Oh, no. So used to it.
So it's for the
the
complimentary half-hour reading going back to Saturday's video.
There is quite a few asking for praise and light and healing, Justice Warrior.
I have to go down here to get them.
And
yeah, it's time now for the Dems to rally against instead of all this infighting.
So that sound of the lady. Thank you for liking the information about the oil paintings. And if you have original painting, always check on the Google who signed it. And you will have even information how much the paintings are worth. Higher class, lower class, from what times period. So if there is a date with the painting, always check, and you might have a treasure. Okay, but this one is Trump Health Secrets, Prayers for Biden's Decision. And it's 412 comments. Thank you, Brooke, for your timestamps. And I'm going with my finger. And Cheryl will be nice, but not too fast, that I will be able to stop it when she's ready.
So,
Okay. T. User XV4XS7NU. Excuse me. Thank you for explaining age of the paintings. You are very welcome. And I know there's few users, and some of them are very nice, and some not nice to me, but user, I think you are very nice. Because the code user is common.
mm-hmm.
So I'm pinning.
So please contact Violetta as soon as possible with your phone number and contact information to get your complimentary reading. It's at psychicvioletta@outlook.com. And she's posting it on the Saturday's video, the first post.
It is first. Please do that as soon as possible. From the last video, Susan was saying that she sent me email and I didn't get it.
And Chris Cross has a good comment here. Everyone check out video by John Flannery, July 20th, 2025. He's a lawyer. He does a lot of talking as he walks. I've been following him for quite some time.
I love him. And he usually wears bows.
Yeah. And he says
that it looks like he was in some fight because his nose is a little bit crooked. So he was a tough boy. I love his persona. Anyways, I love his look.
John Flannery, his channel on YouTube, July 20th, 2025. It's very enlightening about that this was already planned about Biden and who wants him out and why.
Well, he was so abandoned by everyone.
But now he should have peace.
At least he will be able to deal with his wife's health, his health, and the decision was forced him to make it. Not that he wanted, but he is a wonderful human being, and we have to remember that forever. Okay.
So Kathy McLaughlin is asking for prayers for Aunt Kathy overseas.
And for peace. I'm praying for those astronauts. No one is talking about that. I'm so
They don't know how long they're going to be stuck up there.
And how long, because they can't be forever. So what will be the outcome? We have to send them prayers and hoping that, pray for my daughter Rochelle to stop her addiction.
And her self-harm abuse.
Oh my gosh, yes. We are sending your daughter the best wishes. And for peace on the world. And as well that Netanyahu is coming and he wouldn't make situations worse because he is trying to steer the pot.
They want to change the conversation cycle too.
Okay, so see you Wednesday on the live again with Cheryl. We love you guys and stay safe, stay cool, and prayers for Ukraine as well.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And for peace in Africa, please.